what's up? It's your girl Nicole, aka Lil MCK. Too busy being an icon and shit.
I am just an icon living. I am just an icon living. Icon living. I am just an icon living. I am just an icon.
So hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, what is up? It's your girl Nicole, aka Lil MCK, and I'm back here with another video. Before we get any started, yeah, let's just address the elephant in the room. I have on a wig. I made this wig last night, and making a wig with nails, it's difficult. I'm not gonna lie, it's actually difficult, but I made the wig. This is a closure. I have two 16s and a 12-inch closure, so the hair is pretty long, which I love. And I got black bundles, or dark brown / black bundles, because I'm thinking about dyeing my natural hair this color. I haven't been this color in years, so I wanted to see what it would look like on me, and I'm really feeling it. I feel like it makes me look a little bit older, a little bit more mature, so I'm digging it, you know what I'm saying? I am digging it. But yeah, this video is not about the hair. The reason why I'm wearing a wig, for those of you who are gonna want an explanation, I love my curly hair to death. I love my curls. It's taken me 6 years to get them to be what they are, as healthy as it is, as curly as it is. But I never ever want to straighten my natural hair. Never. You might be thinking, oh, don't you want to know how long your hair is? I don't care about how long my hair is when it's straight. I care about how long my hair is when it's curly. And my hair is sitting at the same length, and I want my hair to grow, and I'm tired. Like, Portsmouth water in uni breaks my hair. If you've seen like my Jamaican black castor oil curly hair review, you saw how long my hair was. And then if you look at my hair after, when I did the, I think it's Cream of Nature review, you saw the difference in length, or you can see the difference in length. And I'm tired of my hair breaking, so this is going to be my protective style for the winter mainly. But yeah, I'm just tired of my hair breaking, and I want to switch it up. I don't always want to dye my natural hair. I don't always want to I just want to leave it alone, let it do its thing, let it flourish, let it grow nicely. I don't want to straighten my hair, I don't want to damage it. So by me wearing a wig, I get the best of both worlds. I get to dye it, I get to straighten it, and I don't risk ruining my hair. So let me know what you think down below. Do you like this wig? Do you not? Should I keep it? Like, let me know what you think. What color should I do next? Also, with my hair like this, I can actually give you guys different hairstyle videos and tutorials, because I used to do a ton of things to my hair. I used to crimp it, curl it, fishtail braid. Like, I used to do bare stuff with my hair, but then when it's curly, there's only so much I can do. And in order for me to do a lot, I have to put heat on my hair, and I don't want to. So I can do hairstyles for you guys. If you guys enjoy, make sure you give it a big thumbs up and a like. If you like this wig, give it a big like and a big thumbs up. And if you want to see videos from me, make sure you subscribe. Anyway, I feel like I've spoken enough about this hair. Let's just get right into the video. So, my first year uni experience was, if I'm going to sum it up, I'm going to say shambolic. It was definitely shambolic. It was an experience. Oh my gosh. So anyway, let's go in like chronological order, like what happened. So first of all, originally I was meant to go Kent University. I applied there, but Portsmouth got back to me with an unconditional, and I got into Kent, but Portsmouth got back to me with unconditional. And at the time I was doing architecture. I'm not doing that now, and Portsmouth was offering me more for my course. Like, you can get a scholarship with any uni, but Portsmouth was telling me that if I come there, I can travel and study. Like, I travel to different countries and study, and I can get a scholarship. Whereas Kent was telling me, in order for me to travel, I need a scholarship. So in my head I was like, what? As much as I'm gonna work hard for my scholarship, I don't like to limit myself. So I went Portsmouth, and because I accepted late, I missed out on everything. I missed out on student accommodation. So as you can tell from this point, when I missed out on accommodation, my year was screwed. Anyway, I ended up living with two people that I didn't know beforehand. There was meant to be 3 people, but that girl tried to take us to court. Like, that's just another story time in itself. But yeah, I lived with 2 people. One of them was unhygienic, like disgustingly unhygienic, like disgusting. And the other one was very clean, very nice, very friendly, but just different to me. we're both cultured in our own way, but she's heavily cultured in her way, and we're just different. Like, we're just different people, you know what I'm saying? So I lived with 2 people. I didn't really get on with them too much. When I first got into the house, I got on with the other girl, not the unhygienic. I'm gonna call them names. I'm gonna call the unhygienic one Sarah, and I'm gonna call the other girl Veronica. So me and Veronica were close when we first moved in because we were going through a similar experience with boys. I was cheated on, she had her ish. We had similar experiences, so me and Veronica got on really well, whereas me and the other girl didn't. We argued almost every day because of her disgustingness and just how unhygienic she was. Her friends were just as bad. She was an alcoholic as well. Like, there was just bare shit going on in this house. I just wasn't happy, and to top it off, the house wasn't even nice as well. Like, it was an old dusty house. It was cold. That was the first time I ever saw a bathroom next to the kitchen on the ground floor. Like, I'd never seen anything like that until I went to Portsmouth, because my bathroom is like upstairs where everybody sleeps. Like, everything was just out of place for me, and it was cold. The house was dirty. Like, when we moved in there, it wasn't clean. There was grease everywhere, oil everywhere. The bath, if I have pictures, I'll insert it, but I don't know if I do. I think I deleted it, but anyway, bathtub had stains all over it, so no one took a bath. We only took a shower. It was just disgusting. Like, the house was filthy. The back garden, the grass wasn't mowed. Like, it was just, the front door was broken. And to top it off, yeah, the unhygienic girl, she would go out, come in, and wouldn't even lock the door. So sometimes we would sleep with the door open without realizing until the following morning. Like, there was just she was just doing hella stuff. Like, it was just, so the house was a no-no. The people I lived with were, except for Veronica to an extent, was a no-no. But yeah, moving in with them was a scary experience for me. It wasn't because I had never lived away from my parents before, because obviously prior to me going to uni, I'd always been away from my parents to an extent. Like, I went PGL twice, year 6 and year 5. Shout out to you if you know about PGL. And my parents always went away on business trips when my brother and I were younger, and they used to leave us with like our auntie, or sometimes my mum and dad would go to Ghana and leave us here. So I was used to not being with them, if that makes sense. But the thought of me going to uni made it scary, because it's not like when my parents went away I knew they'd be back in 2 weeks. With uni, it's like, you know you're going to be able to go back and see them, but you don't know when. And the thought of me not knowing when gave me anxiety, made me depressed, and it just made me isolate myself from everyone. And also, because I was in Portsmouth, one thing that I regret doing was not being active and not being social when I first started, because that led me to be on my own for a long time. I had people in Portsmouth that I knew from college, but I didn't realise how many people I knew and how many people I had because of me being so isolated within myself, and me being the person who wants to stay at home, and me being so afraid, if that makes sense. And to this day, I still don't know a lot of people in my year, but I always knew people older than me and younger, but I never knew people in my own year, which is crazy. Yeah, so I regret not knowing people at the beginning when I first started uni. It wasn't until like November that I started seeing people that I know. That's when I started hanging around with the people that I knew, and the friends that I knew from college, and it kind of made my experience a little bit more bearable, and it helped me enjoy my experience a little bit more. It gave me the confidence that I needed, which is something that I didn't have when I first started uni, because like I said, I was depressed. I was in my house all the time. I didn't really go out, I didn't meet people, like just didn't want to do anything with anyone or anything like that, and my housemates didn't help. So me being with the people that I knew from college was really comforting, and it helped me come out of my comfort zone, and through that I was able to do different things. I was traveling everywhere. I went Wolverhampton, Kent, I went Northampton, I went Leicester, like I went everywhere in first year. I was traveling everywhere to see all my mates and everything like that, because I was comfortable and I was happy, and you know, I enjoyed my time. I enjoyed myself when I, you know, regained my confidence and stuff like that in uni. I was with one girl in particular, we're gonna call her Sheila. Me being with Sheila all the time, is what enabled me to learn and get to know people above me in my year. People in second year, meet people in third year, people that were graduated and getting their masters done. Moving on. So although I gained all this attention, although I gained new friends, although I went to different motives, like I was going out to motives every week, and I'm not really a motive type of girl, deep down inside I wasn't happy. I was still depressed. I was still suffering with a bit of anxiety. It went away for the most part, but I still had a little bit left in me that was, you know, wasn't gonna go. And I still felt like I was missing something. My course of architecture didn't exactly make it any better. People in my course were just shit. Like, they love to brag all the time about what they have, what they don't have, and how well off they are, etc. Which to me is just stupid and unnecessary. They all think that we're in competition with each other, yet we're all in first year, so it just doesn't make any sense as to why you're trying to compete with me. My course wasn't making it any better. I was going through some rough things. I was seeing someone at the time that didn't exactly make things any better for me. Not at all, especially near Christmas. I still didn't learn my lesson, but that was just a whole myth in itself. And that's when I started getting tattoos. I always knew I wanted tattoos. So I felt like that was a way for me to forget about what I was going through emotionally inside, with everything, with my family, with being depressed, with the boy that I was seeing that wasn't good for me. I started getting tattoos to kind of just to escape from it all. It's not the healthiest thing to do, and I wouldn't recommend anyone getting tattoos if you're going through a dark place. So if you wanna, I don't know, if you want to relieve some of the pressure that you have, it's not the best thing to do. I would say get a tattoo when you're up and ready and you're happy to get one, not because you're going through some shit. But I went through some shit and I got tattoos, and I love all my tattoos now. My tattoos aren't anything where it's like love yourself or stay true, like the tattoo tag coming soon. But yeah, I started getting inked up, all the things I really wanted I started getting. I'm still gonna get more as well. My septum piercing was something that I wanted to, like I always wanted it, and I felt like it was a way for me to rebel against myself. And so I got my septum done and I'm obsessed with it, like I love it. Yeah, like uni for me was an experience. It definitely was an experience. After I started hanging around with Sheila a lot, my housing situation became very weird to me and it didn't feel like home. I love my own space, and I didn't want to be with Sheila all the time. If you see your friends every day, it can cause your friendship to die, and it can cause your friendship to become very toxic because you end up becoming too dependent on that other person. Like, you need a break from people. If I'm looking for someone in a friend, that friend has to be able to understand that I don't want to text you every day. I don't want to see you every day. I don't want to talk to you every day. Like, I need some space, because I feel like friends, if you're with them all the time, you see them all the time, you talk to them all the time, like I feel like it can actually ruin your friendship. The small things that you were able to dodge when you didn't see them as often will now become a big problem. Like, you will start arguing over stupid things and it can actually fuck up your friendship. So I didn't want to see Sheila all the time, but whenever I didn't see her or whenever I was at home in my own house, it didn't feel like home anymore. It felt weird to me. And my housemates became very different. Like the one girl I was G's with at the start, I don't know, our friendship just died. It just became very weird. We'd see each other in passing, say hi, and that would be it. Like, it was all a bit mad. And then it got to a point where I was just getting annoyed. Like, little things that she would do would just get on my nerves. I don't know if it's me. Little things that she could have done, I feel like, just to be considerate, she didn't do. That's me in no way bashing her at all. But for example, I don't know, like, if you've been home all day and I've been out all day, you've had all day to cook. I haven't. So why is it now that when I go to cook, you decide that you want to take over the whole kitchen? You know, like, just little things like that just didn't make sense to me at all. Like, just be a bit considerate, that's all. Got to a point where I just didn't like being there, and it made me go home a lot as well. Like, I found myself coming home to this house like once every month because I just wasn't happy with my living situation. But yeah, if we're gonna go back and talk about the relationships that I had back then, like with friends, I don't really talk to any of the people that I spoke to back then. I speak to like maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, like 4 people out of like 8 people. The rest of them have all graduated and they're moving on with their life, so they don't count. But as for the people that are still in the same boat as me, I don't really talk to them anymore because of like different experiences that we've had, and just falling outs and just all this other stuff, which I'm not really going to explain because it's a bit long. If I can give you any advice for you guys to take from what you've just listened to for the past like 20 minutes, would be don't be shy, and don't isolate yourself like I did. Get out of your comfort zone, do different things, meet different people. If your housemates or the people that you're living with in your accommodation are in the kitchen, go in there and just talk to them, because there's nothing worse than hating your space. There's nothing worse than hating where you are. There's nothing worse than feeling that you're alone when you're not, because somebody else is going through the same thing as you. Another tip that I can give you is pick the friends that you are associated with in your circle very wisely. That make sure they're all patterned. And the reason why I say that, obviously get to know different people, but once you've established who are your people, make sure they're patterned, and make sure that they are the right type of people to be in your circle, and that they're meant to be around you. Because it's nice to have 50 friends, but if 45 of them are fake, don't really give a shit about you, and are jealous, envious, and don't want to see you win, then why do you have them in your circle? Just don't have that type of negativity in your life, because uni alone is enough to make you feel some type of way. You don't need your company to make you feel even worse. So make sure your friends are patterned, and make sure that whoever's in your circle are the right people for you. Friendships should never be difficult. It should never be stressful. It should never be something that you're having to second guess. If the person is right for you in your life, it should be simple, it should be easy, it should be a breeze. It should be, they should be the type of people that you can turn to with anything and everything. They should be the type of people that if you're starting your own business, they automatically want to gas you and promote you everywhere. You shouldn't have to ask them to promote your shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, friendships should never be difficult. Just, yeah, just all them type of things. So I feel like I've rambled a lot. I didn't have a bad experience, but my experience wasn't the best in first year. This year was better for me than the year before, but I pray none of you have the same experience that I had before, because boy, that was shit. That was really shit. I had highs and I had a lot of lows. Yeah, and if any of you guys have any questions in particular about uni, let me know. Anything you want to know about friends, relationship, let me know. Whatever you want, let me know. If you like this wig, once again, give it a big thumbs up. If you like it on me, thumbs up even more. And subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in my next one. Mwah. Bye.